Hi, I'm Reagan Keppen. I did the Barre Brunch event for St. Jude. It was a St. Jude fundraiser with a combination of Cycle Bar and Pure Bar classes held at Rail Garden with a complimentary brunch afterwards. It was $40 to reserve a spot, and all the benefits went directly to St. Jude. So the organizations involved were Cycle Bar, Pure Bar, Rail Garden, and St. Jude. The project managers were Alex from Cycle Bar and Kelly from Pure Bar. The stakeholders were Kelly, who's the manager at Pure Bar, Alex, who's the manager and master instructor from Cycle Bar, Haley Arthur, who's the Cycle Bar owner, Rail Garden manager, whose name I was not giving, and the participants involved. So the volunteer duties I had were to advertise and promote the event, help set up and break down the event, bringing equipment from the studio to the event location, help checking in the participants, handing out correct shoe size for each individual who needed shoes, and helping them get set up on their bikes if they needed any help, and handing out complimentary Cycle Bar water bottles. So for InScope, we had to find the venue, promote the event, set up enough time to set up and break down the event, scheduling amount of time for each station, controlling the actual event, the volunteers for the event, the budget, equipment, and supplies. In the out of scope, we had overbooking, weather, food allergies, and parking situation. So issues and risks. The issues we had dealt with space, yoga mats, overbooking for the space allowed, and setup. And for the risks, it was the weather, the different food allergies, and the potential injuries. So for the change management plan for the space, we moved Rail Garden's tables and chairs off to the side so the event was all together rather than having it separated in stations. And for the yoga mats, we had to go back to the studio because since we did change the setup for the event, we had to move Pure Bar from the volleyball court onto a sharp, hard, rocky area. And for the overbooking, we had more people who wanted to be involved in the event after the event was full, so we just did 2 classes back to back, one at 10:30, one at 11:30, and then brunch went on till 1 o'clock. And for the setup, originally we had Cycle Bar in front of the stage and Pure Bar off on the volleyball courts, but since there was no way to set up a stereo system and microphone system near the volleyball courts, we had to put them both in front of the stage, pretty compacted, and move some stuff out of the way to make that happen. So the resources used were the cycle bikes, yoga mats, cycle shoes, towels, water, food, paper plates, plastic cups, large event location, speakers and laptop for the music equipment, playlists, microphone stereo system, transportation, tables, and chairs. So the quality of the plan was very organized and great directions throughout. Cycle Bar asked what size shoes you wore prior to signing up for the event and whether you needed shoes provided for you. And we helped each individual get set up on bikes if they needed any help. We had all the mats equally spaced out and ready for the participants to quickly move to the next course of the event. The overbooking created just 2 different classes back to back due to the limited space and equipment. So my recommendations for the project managers for the leadership would be asking and being aware of any food allergies because that was unknown and that could fall back on them. Having something flat to place each bike on for stability because since we were on a rocky area, it was very unstable and dangerous to fall off the bikes. And then the communications for Pure Bar, they should have said whether yoga mats were going to be provided or if you needed to bring your own. That was not known. And then the change management plan was for, my recommendations would have a plan for space, weather, time outside of business hours because people were there who were not part of the event because it was Rail Garden's business hours, and then different safety concerns. And then I gave a good description of the work breakdown structure.